Alright, so welcome back for two things. First, I figured out where I'm supposed to be going. It's not here. But second... Wait, what? Like 3 seconds ago there was a guy with an exclamation point over his head right here. What happened? Where'd he go? Is it just not loaded yet? Did he go away? Did he go away? Okay, I guess I'm not gonna do whatever quest that was. Let's go. I figured out... Look, there's a little arrow pointing at this one, so I'm guessing that the place I'm supposed to go is here. So let's go here, I guess. I didn't notice it the first couple of times. Yeah, look, there's totally a quest arrow now. Where am I going? Over here. To the quaint hovel. Let's go in and see. Let's find out what's happening.
Grey Warden, isn't it? Strange you would force such a visit in a time of blight. I suppose I am used to inspiring a different kind of seeker. The adequate ones find the beacons, and then I find them. But you are already brighter than the signal at Ishal. Eyes are on you from a very high vantage, Grey Warden. I cannot hide in your wake, but I will not be a footnote. Witness Gax King!
What? That's a demon.
Now better than later. Watching the horror with your heart! Got it. Get out. Can I get you a ladder?
Hey, I'm pretty set, jerk.
Alright. Can I get you a ladder?
And now he's a revenant? I should move. Wow, I got slowed.
Alright. How about you? Get on.
Oh, this should be good.
Got it. Now it's better than later. Can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back? Get on. Alright. Now it's better than later. This'll be fun! Can I get you a ladder? So you can get off my back? Alright.
Let's, quick heal.
Get on.
Wow, this is a laggy fight.
Push them back!
You battle like the naughty! Alright. Can I get you a ladder? So you can get off my back? Get on. Got it.
Give me that stuff. Wow. Ooh, that's a fun name. The Keening Blade. Huh. Interesting. Give me all of it. Back into the dirty back alley! It's quiet here. I feel like I must have missed something. Because I was sure there was another important-ish quest I could do here that I haven't gotten to do yet before the lands meet. Huh. Ooh. My bad. How do I go there? How do I get, or do that rather? I don't know. Maybe I'll just go back to... No, I don't want to do the land thing yet. Where do I want to go? I don't really want to go back and do... But can I? Yeah, alright. I don't know what else to do, so I guess we're just gonna go and do it. Maybe this is how I get to go into the alienage. Maybe by fighting at the Landsmeet I get to go into the alienage. I don't know. Fighting. That's a strong word. It's a Landsmeet. Do I have junk I can throw? Probably. I don't need to throw things yet, but I should move it to the throw section. Actually, no, I don't think I do. Let's check Leliana. She could keep her Dalish stuff, but I feel like the Wade's Drakeskin stuff is better. You know? Maybe it actually isn't. Okay, more of it is better than not. So yeah, Wade's Drakeskin. I can throw the Dalish gloves too. Actually, I probably shouldn't throw the Dalish boots. Nah, why not? No. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, because Zev's got his new boots. Never mind, we're good. And I was thinking maybe I'd put him on Zev, but no, he's got stuff. I've only explored 69% of the world, but I feel like I've been everywhere. Where else is left? Besides all the places that I'm not allowed to go in Denerim, I guess. Maybe that's what's left. Could I really beat 31% of the world, though?
When you're ready, we shall leave for Denerim.
Let's go!
Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us. Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon.
Hey look, it's Loghain.
Loghain, this is an honor, that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The blight is why I'm here.
With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies. Ah, the Grey Warden recruit. I thought we might meet again. You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden. You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine, and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim, since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. The Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
Don't interrupt, Churl. Your betters are talking.
Enough, Carthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne. I should put my faith in untried foreign hands? Do you think I'm blind? Cailan depended on the Grey Warden's prowess against the Darkspawn, and look how well that ended. Let us speak of reality rather than tall tales. Stories will not save us.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon. My sister married King Merrick while he was still in exile. At that time, he and Loghain were inseparable. The wild prince who'd never seen the inside of a castle, and the farmer's son. When Loghain joined Merrick's rebels, he was just a raw-boned boy, but he got on one knee to swear that he would see Ferelden free or die trying. He made us a free people once more. You can't know what it was like to grow up as a vassal in your own land, while poncy little Orlesians minced around in their silks. I would never have believed he would do anything but what was best for Ferelden. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the Landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the Landsmeet then.
Now I can do the little quests I wanted to do. I bet they're available now. I bet that's all I had. This maid, most
His
important person.
lordship sends no notice he's coming, and now the house is full of guests. Andraste preserves, this will be the death of me.
I'm sorry. It's partly my fault. Well, I can talk to all my companions here. That's fun.
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else. Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him, too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential, just to be difficult. Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive.
That's true.
Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him. Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down. They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him. I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves. The Templars are well-trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student. And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
There we go.
I hope all the accommodations are to your liking, Warden. Please let me know if anything is troubling you.
Book. The Free Marches. Book. Leliana.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Never mind. Zev.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. What say you?
By all means.
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin after all is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it? Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die. Of course, you compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth, gets you women, and men, or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining. I fancy many things. I fancy things that are beautiful, and things that are strong. I fancy things that are dangerous and exciting. Would you be offended if I said I fancied you? Ah, that's too bad. I do so enjoy it when I get to be flirty. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go. And here I am, happy to be had. Isn't it wonderful how things work out that way? Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
How did I make that? How did I make him sad at me with that?
Is it true there's a prince among the armed visitors?
None of them looked all that princely to me.
True enough. That goes outside. Don't want to go outside yet. Gotta find all my friends. Talk to my friends. Door.
Come on, keep those cats out of my cream. Do not see one speck of black on those loaves, Corella, or it's back to the scullery with you.
Kitty. Ah, Gran. Of course you're by the kitchen.
Right here, old pal. What about? I do. A bit. A little bit. When I was there, I thought it was a muckhole full of backstabbing, tin-plated would-be tyrants. But it's also home. Flies live in piles of dung, but I bet they'd miss it when they're gone. Still, I can't go back even if I wanted to. I'd rather be dead than be castless in Orzammar. I guess I'd rather be a useless lump of a dwarf out here than a useless lump of a dwarf back there. Nice of you, Warden, but I know what side of the house the loo is on. Hey, let's go find something to kill, huh? All this talk makes my hands twitchy.
Gotta talk to my friends. They're all lost in the house. I already went in that room. Shale! Hey, friend.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
No, you're not wrong.
It doesn't have better things to do. That is true. I do not. I'm not interested in getting into a discussion on the subject, however. Ask another time. If it is done asking overly obvious questions, let us find some humans to throw off a cliff or something.
Who are you? You've got a name. You must be
I
important.
have to dust the Earl's sitting room. No, I'm from Redcliffe. Lady Isolde brought me here to be her chambermaid last spring. I've family here, though. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
Oh, but... Friends. Who begins? Who begins? Let's read the book. Hey, bud. There's a mark on it. What room is this then? Oh, it's my room. I have a room? Wait, I have a room? And my best friend Sten and Morrigan are here.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. What is your wish, Kadan? I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you...
Morrigan!
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. What comes, my friend? So, full of questions, are you? Possibly, if I had the desire.
Dang.
If one... What comes, my friend?
Well, this...
We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option.
Interesting. This doesn't count as camp. It counts as... not camp. Is this... What room is this? Liliana, I can't open that. You gotta be here to open that. Dang. Too bad I'm not the rogue. Then I could open that. Can't go in that room. Let's save first. Because I do want to talk to Alistair, I just don't want to... Yup, that's what we don't want.
I trust you've made yourself comfortable. Good, because it's likely to be your last rest for a while. This is Elena, she's...
I am Queen Honora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
Okay.
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Loghain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the queen to the new Isle of Denham is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers. He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room. King Kalen was like a son to him, and Loghain left him to die. Does he love Honora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard how say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon.
We may have no choice but to trust Honora. The Queen is well loved. If Loghain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
You got me there.
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the serpent's entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Sounds good. Oh, sick. Alistair.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think? I thought we were already being extra careful. Does that mean we have to be extra careful now? Great. And there I was enjoying my nap. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
True enough. This room. More books to read. More boxes I can't open. Book. Oh, about King Merrick. Anyway, level up. But I could start working towards staff focus. Or I could pick up like healing or something so that I could actually be useful sometimes. Let's grab Arcane Shield. Oh, I hit level 20 as a mage. Wait, isn't that the level cap for base game? I guess I can't tell yet. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's 25. I guess we'll find out. I'm getting close to the end, by the way. Alright, Friendaroos.
Indeed.
Ooh, this is a long episode. My bad. We'll stop this one here.